Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Bull City Hangout 1121. I'm Pat Murray. I publish the Durham Skywriter, that's Durham's online community paper, which you can check out in its entirety at durhamskywriter.com. Now, with Bull City Hangout, I tell you what's happening today in Durham. And I invite you to click on that link right there on the Durham Skywriter Facebook page if you'd like to join me on camera to promote yourself, your business, say hello, etc., etc. So let's get started. Oh, if you could share this out, I would really appreciate that, because then more people here in Durham can find out what's happening. So let's get started with the word page. That is the government and nonprofit information page, where there's some really great programs and services being offered by local nonprofits, the city of Durham, and also Durham County. So just go up and down the page, see what pertains to you. Okay, let me tell you about Catholic Charities. Let me scroll down here. So Catholic Charities, they really help folks in all kinds of different ways, mostly groceries. So they are at 2020 Chapel Hill Road in the shopping center there, between the new Lincoln Community Health Center and the Scrap Exchange. So basically, here's how it works. So on Wednesdays and Thursdays, you go in. Now, Wednesday between 10 and 1, let me get this right. Yes, 10 and 1. But then later, if you can't make it during the day, later on Wednesdays from 5 to 7, they also give away food. So on Thursdays, it's only from 10 to 1. So if it's your first time, or even if it's not your first time, you go and you get a number, you have a seat, they call your number, you speak to a social worker, intake worker, and they ask you what you need. Now, it is a grocery giveaway, but sometimes they also have extra things like sometimes clothing. I know for sure they have diapers. They have diapers for, of course, newborns through, what is it, size 5, I think, like toddlers, or 4, something, I forget the number. Anyway, to toddler size. And then they also have the big adult size as well, if you're taking care of elderly relatives, etc. So just stop by there and see how you can get some help from Catholic Charities. Now, with Thursday being Thanksgiving, I'm pretty sure they're not going to be open on Thursday. So if you need help, definitely stop by tomorrow. And of course, if you get food tomorrow, that can help you with your Thanksgiving. There you go. Okay, checking my notes here. So there's some city vacancies I need to tell you about if you want to kick off your political career, or if you just want to just help the community with your knowledge. So there are openings on the Durham Open Space and Trails Commission, the Durham Workers' Rights Commission, the Participatory Budgeting Steering Committee, how they spend the money, Racial Equity Commission, and the Recreation Advisory Commission. So usually you put in your letter of interest by end of day Thursday, but Thursday is the holiday. Even though it does say Thursday, November 23rd, I'm going to suggest by end of day tomorrow, because I don't expect them to be checking their emails and mailboxes and whatnot on Thanksgiving Day. I really don't. So if you're interested, I would say let them know by end of day tomorrow. That's just my opinion there. All righty. Oh, let me tell you about the toilet rebate program. I've been noticing toilets sitting at the side of the road. Maybe people are taking advantage of this wonderful program that the city has. I hope they are. Let me tell you about it. So the City of Durham's Water Management Department, they have a toilet rebate program. So here's how it works. Now, suppose you live in an older house, right? So if you have an older toilet, if you haven't updated your toilet, you're probably using from 5 to 6 gallons of water per flush. That's a lot of water. Now, the modern day new efficient toilets only use like 1.5, 1.6 gallons. So you can imagine your water bill can be greatly reduced if you get a new toilet. So the city of Durham wants you to do that. So they have a toilet rebate program. So if you go out and you get one of those HET, that's high efficiency toilets. If you get one of those, and hopefully you can watch some YouTube videos and put it in yourself and avoid some plumber's fees. But still, here's the thing. Here's how it works. You get a credit of up to $100 put on your water bill. So in essence, if you go to, now I've noticed, you go to Lowe's or Home Depot, the toilets are around, $100. So you get one of those, put it in, and then you get $100 taken off of your water bill. It's essentially, you've gotten a free toilet. So if you want to do that, I highly recommend it. Plus, like I said, in future, your water bill will be cut drastically. So I highly suggest that you check out the City of Durham's toilet rebate program. All righty. Oh, let me mention this. If you have a plumber to put it in, that can't be. This is only toward the purchase of a toilet. So even if you have a bill with the and you show the city a bill that has the cost of the toilet and the cost of installation, they're going to disregard the installation. It's only to help you purchase the toilet. Okay. All righty. Let's see. The Durham County libraries are all open until 8, except for Bragtown. Bragtown closes at 6. Then they reopen tomorrow at 10:30, and Bragtown reopens at 10. I hope I said 9:30, and then 10 o'clock. All righty. Let's see what's happening in the Durham Tech Small Business Center. There are no free classes that are in person today or tomorrow, but I can tell you at least about some online classes that you can take. They're offered by community colleges across the whole state of North Carolina. So let me scroll back up. I went past it. Here we are. Okay, 3 classes that I'm going to mention for today. These are online and totally free. Marketing your small business during the holidays. That's going to be today from 5 until 7. E-commerce, part 8 of 9. LinkedIn for business, and that's going to be from 6 until 8. And the last class that I'll be mentioning, finding your perfect customer and creating a marketing plan. That's going to be from 6:30 until 7:30. These classes are awesome. I attend them all the time. And you just sign up by clicking on the link that's provided right there on the Word page, and then be ready to take some notes. And they also field your questions, because these are not just static, pre-recorded workshops. These are live workshops. All righty, let's see. Oh, it looks like a SCORE has a workshop. Wait, while I'm on the way scrolling down to SCORE, let me tell you first about a new edition on the Word page. Let me see if I can find it. There it is. The National Caucus and Center on Black Aging, also known as NCBA. Now, they used to be on Highway 55 in Meridian. Years ago, when I used to deliver the Durham Skywriter, when it was in print, I used to deliver it to their office. They've moved. So I think their regional office is in Burlington, but they still serve Durham by having an office inside NC Works Career Center. So that is at 1105 South Briggs Avenue, right around the block from Durham Tech. So basically, they help seniors ages 55 plus to find jobs. Now, there's statewide services. They cover 18 counties in North Carolina. So feel free to tell family members and friends who live in other places in North Carolina about the NCBA. So here's the thing. Right now, they have paid on-the-job community services training. You do have to meet the income guidelines. That probably won't be too hard. And then you have to be able to work 20 hours a week, and you will be participating in assisted job searches, and you will be giving minimum wage stipends as you're being trained. So this sounds like a really good situation here. If you want to get into it, then definitely go to the Word page and scroll down to National Caucus and Center on Black Aging. All right, now let's go back down to SCORE, Service Corps of Retired Executives, where you can get a mentor, but they also have free live webinars. So the next one Oh, the next one's today at 1 o'clock. Okay, so it is called How to Transition from W-2 Employee to Employer. So that sounds really fascinating. It's a live webinar, starts at 1, so you might want to click on that link right now and sign up. Okay, let's go to the health page, to your health, where of course I've got your COVID updates. Let's click on that page. And let's scroll down to the American Red Cross, because they're going to have some blood drives that I'm happy to mention. Let's see. So these are happening tomorrow. Let me make sure. Yes. So Epworth UMC, that's United Methodist Church. So Epworth at 3002 Hope Valley Road. They will be, I'll have to return that phone call later. Let's see. So Epworth is having a blood drive with the American Red Cross tomorrow from 9 until 1:30. And then they will also be at the streets at South Point starting at 11. That's going to be tomorrow. And I think blood connection blood drives will be also happening. Here's one for today. The Lodge at South Point, 1300 Knowles Circle. That's going to be from 4 until 7:30. And then tomorrow, believe it or not, they will be at the Museum of Life and Science. That's interesting. That's going to be tomorrow, 433 West Murray Avenue from 10 until 2. And then they will also have a crew over at Sprouts on Highway 54 from 11:30 until 2:30. And I will remind you about that tomorrow. Okay, and it's Tuesday, so that means that HELP is open today. HELP is the Health Equipment Loan Program, where you can donate or borrow items like wheelchairs, walkers, etc. They're at 4206 North Roxborough Street, Suite 100, and they're open on Tuesdays 10 to 2, and then Fridays 1 to 5. And I will call them to see if they're open this Friday. So I will definitely do that so that I could add that to the post on the health page. And now we're going to click on the big blue button at the top of the page and go to the health events page and see what support groups are meeting. Let me scroll down to 21. Let's see. Here we are. Now this is virtual, this is online. The African American Dementia Caregiver Support Group. They will be meeting online starting at 7 o'clock. It's run by Duke and it's totally free and online. So you can register by clicking on the link that's on the health events page. Also, the Parenting with Cancer Support Group. That's for parents, guardians, grandparents, taking care of kids and teens with cancer. It can be very tough. You can get some resources, you can get some support, both emotionally and also in terms of information and tips. And that's going to be online from 7:30 until 8:30. Now tomorrow, the Duke Dementia Morning Care Partner Support Group will be meeting in person at Greystone Church, like they used to do back in the day, pre-COVID. This is at 2601 Hillsborough Road, starting at 10:30. It's in person, and again, it's run by Duke, and it is for people caring for loved ones, relatives, neighbors with, dementia, Alzheimer's, other things dealing with aging. One more thing, tomorrow from 12:45 until 1:30, they'll be meeting online. The mind-body approaches to coping with cancer. Again, get some tips. These tips are for dealing with cancer in terms of just the lifestyle changes, etc. Get some resources, and that again is tomorrow for 12:45 to 1:30. So definitely click on those links and register. Okay, let's go to the Let's Go page. That's the calendar of events page. Let's see what's happening. Scrolling down to 21. New Visions of Africa restaurant. I know it's raining out, but they're having their grocery giveaway starting at 12:30 in just a few minutes, so get there as soon as possible. It's while supplies last. They're at 1306 Fayetteville Street, right next door to W.D. Hill. They share the same parking lot, so you can go around and park in the W.D. Hill parking lot. And then they're also served by the 5 and the 5K bus. The Durham City Council work session is this afternoon from 1 until 5. I know it sounds strange because they just had their regular meeting last night, but because of the holidays, they're shifting things around. So they will also be meeting today from 1 until 5. And as always, you can watch in person or you can watch via Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, etc. They're all listed right there on the page, the Let's Go page. Now, I don't think they're going to have a Durham Farmers Market this coming Saturday or South Durham Farmers Market this Saturday because of Thanksgiving. But I will say that the Durham Central Park, the downtown Durham Farmers Market, today they're holding a Durham Farmers Holiday Market. That is today in Durham Central Park from 2 until 5. So you've got 3 hours to get some super fresh greens, the vegetables, honeys, free range. Sometimes they have free range meats, eggs, cheeses, etc., etc. I know that there's some pastry makers there as well, and some home crafted items as well, such as soaps and preserves. So it's going to be today from 2 until 5. Now, I'm pretty sure they got permission for customers to use the Measurement Incorporated parking lot, which is above Durham Central Park on Moore Street. So I think that's probably your best bet, because they will probably, as always, I don't know, with it being a work day, I don't know if they'll be able to shut down Foster Street. I guess we'll see, won't we? We will see. Probably not, because after all, when they had the Wednesday farmers market, they didn't shut down Foster Street. So I'm pretty sure it'll be open, which means if you're taking your kids and they're used to running back and forth to the playground, just be really careful. Okay, New Visions of Africa restaurant, they're going to have free snacks and meals they'll be giving away from 3 until 6 to people in need. Now, if you love jazz, drummer Thomas Taylor, if you're familiar with NCCU's jazz program, you know who that is. He'll be heading up the third Tuesday Jam at Sharp 9 Gallery. That's on Industry Lane. That's in that industrial complex around Fayetteville Road and Martin Luther King Parkway. So this is going to be this afternoon starting at 5:30. So basically, students, including new students, including young students, seasoned musicians, everybody who just loves jazz, they're invited to learn and or play classic tunes made popular by Miles Davis. That should be really fun. So now joining Mr. Taylor on drums will be Joey Calderazzo on piano and Jason Foreman on bass. So you'll be able to play with really great musicians. Tickets are $10 for adults and $5 for students. And then you can click right there on the link. Here's the thing. When you click on the link, you can not only get your ticket, but you can also get a tune list so you know in advance what everybody will be playing. And then they're so kind to put in the YouTube links so that you can actually hear the tunes and check them out in advance, hear how they go, see what key they're in. I assume they'll be playing in the same key. I don't know. Probably, hopefully, they'll be playing in the same key as on the video. But in any case, it should be a really, really fun time for jazz lovers. Now, even though it's a little airish out and a little rainy, they will still be having Tuesday yoga in the park at Durham Central Park, probably under the pavilion. So this is going to be from 6 until 7. It's free, and the session is hosted in both English and Spanish. They're going to have the Black and Brown Ballet class at the Hayti Heritage Center at Fayetteville and Lakewood. That's going to be from 6:30 until 8. There is a fee of $10. You have to be at least age 12 and a beginner to intermediate dancer. You start out with the stretches and whatnot, and you get into the traditional ballet technique. High Wire Brewing and Golden Belt, they're going to have their Tuesday ping pong tournament for those of you who love table tennis from 6:30 until 8:30. Everybody gets to play at least 2 matches. I don't see where you have to pay anything, so I guess it's free. So that should be another fun night. 800 Taylor Street, that is in Golden Belt on the northern end from 6:30 until 8:30. Marvis Fun's going to have her Stay Well virtual line dance class from 7 until 8 on Zoom. And it's trivia night. They're going to have the Trivia Night Challenge at the Durham Food Hall. That's 530 Foster Street, right across from Durham Central Park. So you get to compete for prizes, and it's free to enter. It is a restaurant area, so I'm sure you'll get hungry. You want to probably buy something, but it is free to enter at least and to join in the Trivia Night Challenge from 7 until 8:30. Now, the Tuesday Blues Jam starts at 7, and that's going to be at the Blue Note Grill downtown at 709 Washington Street. Free admission, dancing's encouraged. You can sign up. You can hop on stage and just enjoy the music and join in if you love the blues. So this is going to start at 7 o'clock. So you sign in as soon as you get there, and then hopefully you'll get to join in. And if you don't join in, you can at least sit and enjoy the music while enjoying maybe a lovely meal or some ribs or something. Now, tomorrow, 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗟𝗟 Free Will Baptist Church, they're going to have their food giveaway from 10 until noon. But I've been there quite a few times giving away flyers for senior pharmacists, and they start lining up around 8. So get there early if you can. If you need help with your groceries, they can really help you, but you do have to get there pretty early in order to get helped. Boxyard RTP is going to feature the 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗟𝗧 Trio. They'll be playing Latin fusion music at Boxyard, and that is right off of Highway 54 at 900 Park Offices Drive. It's free admission. It's covered, so even if it's raining, you still get to enjoy the music and not get wet. They also have heaters above, so that if it gets a little cool, you'll still be warmed by the heaters. And it's free to go there. You don't have to buy anything. You can just go enjoy the music, but you will be surrounded by eateries and really lovely smells. So you might be enticed to buy some lunch. It's up to you. But the music will be from noon until 2 tomorrow. All right, I think that's pretty much it. Let me put my iPad down. Just check the weather. It is 56 degrees right now, and it is drizzly. It's going up to 65, which is awesome. But it's going to be cloudy and rainy just about all day long, which is still okay because we really need it. Now, tomorrow, it's going up to 65 again, and I think we're going to have an 80% chance of rain. So we need it. And I don't think it's going to rain for Thanksgiving. Let me check. Go to my little weather app. Thursday. Oh, well, 57 isn't bad. It's just cooler than 65. But yeah, so the high is going to be 57 on Thanksgiving, but the sun will be out. In fact, it's the only sunny day of the week because Friday it's going to be cloudy again and 55, and then Saturday cloudy and 47. Okay. And then Sunday, 30% chance of rain and 47 again. Looks like next week is going back up to 50, but then 40s. It's fall. What can I say? So that is today's show. Hope you enjoyed it. I do hope that you get to join me in person one of these days. I do this show usually live at noon on weekdays and then 10 a.m. on Saturdays. And I say usually because sometimes I have to pre-record. Sometimes, actually what I plan to do is to do more on location shows. So if you want me to do Bull City Hangout from your establishment, you have, good internet, then yeah, I'd like to come out and do Bull City Hangout and introduce you and promote your business. That would be really, really fun. So anyway, think about it and let me know. With that, ciao for now.